Hello YouTube. So, bike all clean and tidy from after the weekend ride, and as you can see, I've swapped the screens. I felt that the bat screen, this one, just looked too big on the monkey. Just didn't look right. And likewise, the fly screen didn't look particularly good on the CL. So I managed 163 miles on Saturday up to Loftus and then back home. And when I got home, it was like, yeah, I need to do something. The little screen just wasn't as good as I hoped it would be. So I sat and pondered for a while, and in the end I actually just swapped the two screens. The fittings are identical, and I checked online and they're both universal screens. This screen will fit the CL and the monkey, and likewise the fly screen is universal. I already knew that, and it'll fit the CL and the monkey as well. So it's nice to know that they're interchangeable between the two bikes. I kept looking at the monkey, and it was like, it's alright, you know what I mean, but it wasn't really serving any purpose, and I just hope that putting a taller screen on this one might just afford me a little bit more weather protection. I was looking at Chris's NC 750X, and if I wanted to at a pinch I could even put a extender on this, black one obviously. But yeah, it's definitely doable. But I mean, this is only a low speed ride, so I'm going to nip home up the bypass when I finish doing my errands. Just see if if it actually is making any difference. But I had a similar sort of setup on me CB125, oh hell, back in the 80s. Albeit that was a clear screen, but it was the same idea exactly as what I've got on here. Absolutely identical in fitting and everything. And I always really liked that. And that bike was heavily used for commuting, and that screen was really good, and that's what gave me the idea about swapping them around. And somebody said make sure when you put it on that you add a little bit of an angle to it, because he said if you put the screen on too straight it'll make turbulence. So I took that into consideration when I fitted this one, and I can't remember who it was who said it, one of the subscribers, but thank you very much, because they were wise words, and I've taken notice. You see now why I brought the bike and not a car. Right. Turn it off. Okay, that's errand one done. Can I get out that way? I think we'll go this way. So the next one is got to pop and get some coffees. When I take Daisy for a walk twice a day. Normally take her for a decent 20-minute, half-hour walk in the morning, and 20 minutes in the evening thereabouts. They get longer as the days get warmer, but after the morning walk I have a coffee machine. It runs on a pods, and I normally get a packet of or a pack of coffee pods once a week, and we went shopping yesterday. The only trouble is Marks and Spencer's, where we went shopping yesterday, don't sell the coffee. So, and I need to go and get that sorted out. Get some treats for Daisy, because I nearly run out, and a few other bits and pieces. Oh, I don't believe this. What is going on? Oh, talk about tending the wrong way. So I've got to go. I'm going back the direction I came. Another one of those going round in circles days. This is going to cause chaos, is this? They needed to shut that road off, well, a lot further up. Yeah, we're not going back the way we've just been. We can stuff that. We're getting a big traffic jam. We're going to go left again and go right round the town. I'm not getting caught in that. I'd be absolute bedlam before the day's finished. Beverley has this silly one-way system. It's an absolute pain in the ass, but they can't do anything about it because it's an old medieval town and it suffers from very narrow streets. So in fairness to the local council, they had to make this one-way system. It's the only way they have any chance of keeping the town flowing. If they made it dual direction, you'd end up with accidents, and it just wouldn't work. So it is what it is. But when they block it up like they've just done there, then it causes problems all of its own, and I guarantee by the end of the day the place will be gridlocked. Which is one of the reasons why I'm so keen on using my motorbikes. And another reason why they have actually put a diversion in fairness to them. It's here, look, you can see it. But by using the motorbike, I can take routes that you can't use a car, because you'll see in a minute there's barriers across the road, but you can get through them on a bike. As long as the bike's not too wide. And that's where we've just been, and it's all closed off. So we're going to get to ride by the Minster. A lot of people think it's a cathedral, but it's not. It's a Minster, a place of learning, is what I understand Minster to stand for. And this is my dad's passion in life. He's 95 now, but for the last 30 years he's been a steward here. You'll see them walking around, a guide. You'll see the lads walking around in their maroon sweaters, like golfing sweaters with the Minster crest on them. He's really proud of it. I'm really proud of him doing it as well. And the really funny thing is, he gets really upset. He's 95, God love him. And he was upset because they won't let him go up the bell towers anymore. He could do it, I know he could. But they won't let him go up. So he was quite indignant about it. Oh dear. Ooh, look at that. Nice. some flavour of Yamaha, long since forgotten the make of it, or the model name. Nah, it won't come. Right. Wow, we're really getting the grand tour this morning. The new shopping centre in Beverley, Fleming Gate. And the new East Riding College. See, ordinarily I'd use the monkey to do this run around, but it's flashing. That's interesting. The bike's done about 165 miles and the petrol light has just started flashing. Actually, it might have done near 170, which means it's got about 40-mile range left in it. So the bike will easily do 200 miles and still have a tiny little bit left over. I'll go and fill that up soon as I'm down here, because it's not that far to the filling station. Unfortunately, this filling station I'm going to is the one that sometimes gets a bit snotty and as you take your crash helmet off. But again, in fairness to them, the problem is theft, fuel theft. So you can't blame them. I don't blame them anyway. I certainly don't, you know, have any issues with it. Sometimes you go in and they're fine if they know me, and if they don't know me, that's when they normally sort of say, "Can you take your helmet off, please?" And I know a few people get a bit upset about it, but really, you know, when it's their livelihood at stake, I don't mind doing that. Oh. It's one of them bloody days, isn't it? Is it shut? Okay. What is going on this morning? Just, oh well, nuts to that then. We'll have to go somewhere else. Right, we'll definitely go to the supermarket and then we'll have to think about fuel in a minute. I can pop up to Killingwall Graves or something like that. At least the bike's getting a proper workout. And thankfully I put my heated jacket on, so I'm toasty. That shop we just passed there, it's a bike shop, push bike shop. Just got the new front in after it was ram raided. Bloody ram raiding in Beverley, whatever next. Finally got the job done. Just petrol now. And the ride across the cow field, as Chris calls it, is the Westwood. In other parts of the country you would call it the common. It's common land. And as I've probably already said previously, there are 3 areas of common land that surround the town: the Westwood, Figham and Swymore. This is the bigger of the commons. It has a golf course on it and it has the race course. Right, so this is the first time I've been up here at any sort of open face helmet on, 42 miles an hour, so it should be 40, that's it, that's better. And yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, it's blowing the air over my head, so that's good. So putting the slope on the screen was the right thing to do. I tried it upright, it looked daft, it looked really stupid actually. The moment you put the slope on it, it looked so much better, to my eye anyway. Classic German Shepherd there, with the problem that you get with those dogs, hip dysplasia. Poor old lad, his back end looked a bit weak. And as you can see, it's a gated pasture with cattle grids at one end. All the gates at this end, the west end of the common, have cattle grids. But at the other end, they don't all have cattle grids, and summertime you sometimes get the animals wandering down to the bar, and then pasture master chasing after them to head them all back with his tractor. Right, so let's remember to check the mileage before I refuel the motorcycle. This is our newest garage, and this area of Beverley is referred to as Killingwall Graves. Ooh, that's a bit slippery there. Because it's on the 1079, the petrol's not as cheap. About 4 or 5 pence per litre more expensive out here. Never mind. This takes so little fuel, doesn't really matter. So 13.98. And I put 9, we'll call it 10 litres. So it's used 10 litres. So there was either, I can't remember if it's a 12 or a 13 litre tank, but we'll say there's 2 or 3 litres left in the tank. For 169.1 miles that was. I'll just get out of the way. Park somewhere where I'm not going to get myself knocked off. Let's have a look at what we've done. Okay, so 169 miles I know I did. So she was doing, oh, hang on, 81.2 miles per gallon, and the bike's now done 1,341 miles. So let's reset that. And then reset that. There we go, 1,341 miles I've now got on the bike. Heated grips back on. Okay, we're in business. I'm definitely a lot happier with the bigger screen on this bike. Swapping them around has been a good idea. The bike, I think this screen suits this motorbike, and I think the little universal fly screen looks really nice on the monkey bike. So it's a bit of a happy accident that I've managed to buy 2 screens that suit both bikes. And okay, so we're back. I'll just show you the monkey bike with the screen that was on the CL. Some lights on so we can see what we're doing. Hey, what's going on here? Okay, oh, it's gone. Okay, so there you go. And I think you'll agree that that suits the little bike better. And that screen, the motor scale. Thank God they're universal and I can swap them around. Because I did wonder when I started to swap yesterday, I thought, oh God, I just was of the impression that the arms were a different size, but I measured them, they're identical. So yeah, and it was good. And as I say, if later I want to add a deflector, that'd be even better. I think that'd work. Bye for now. Ta.
There goes Graham on the mighty CL.